A Woman's Last Word by Robert Browning, 1812 to 1889. Let's contend no more, love, strive nor weep, all be as before, love, only sleep. What so wild as words are, I and thou, in debate as birds are, hawk on bough. See the creature stalking, while we speak, hush and hide the talking, cheek on cheek. What so false as truth is, false to thee? Where the serpent's tooth is, shun the tree. Where the apple reddens, never pry, lest we lose our Edens, Eve and I. Be a god and hold me with a charm, be a man and fold me with thine arm. Teach me, only teach love, as I ought I will speak thy speech, love, think thy thought. Meet if thou require it, both demands, laying flesh and spirit in thy hands. That shall be tomorrow, not tonight. I must bury sorrow out of sight. Must a little weep, love, foolish me, and so fall asleep, love, loved by thee. Okay, this is a poem by Robert Browning. Robert Browning was one of the leading Victorian poets. He was born in Southwark, which is just south of the river in London. He was born in Camberwell, and his family were quite well off. His father worked as a clerk for the Bank of England. He's particularly known for his dramatic monologues and his rather dark humour. Anyway, what's this poem about? Okay, this poem is about an argument between a husband and a wife, and this is the wife talking, and she's asking that they stop arguing. Clearly the two of them have been arguing for some time, for some period of time, and she wants them to put aside their problem and go to sleep. And I think this is because she's worried. It's not because she's tired and needs to sleep, but because she's worried that this argument is going to shake the core of their relationship, that this argument is going to destroy the relationship. And I think this poem also looks at the gender differences in relationships in Victorian times, and that women were supposed to accept everything their husbands said, and to accept that her husband's perspective, and to be submissive. And clearly this is, I think he's criticising this, saying that this is not the best way of doing things. Anyway, let's contend no more, love, strive nor weep, all be as love before, only sleep. So this is the woman speaking, and she's saying, please, let's not fight any more, my love. Yeah, let's not fight, no more crying. Let's just be relaxed, all as before, my love. Let's just sleep. What so wild as words are? So is there anything that is as wild as words? When we argue, when people argue, they lose control of what they're saying. I and thou in debate as birds are. So I and you, we are fighting like birds. Hawk on bough. So there's this hawk on the bough, and this hawk is something very, very dangerous. They fight with they're fighting with words like a hawk ready to kill each other. See the creature stalking while we speak. So see this hawk stalking. This hawk is looking for its moment. It's trying to take part in the argument. It's like a shadow. Hush and hide the talking, cheek on cheek. So look at this hawk. Yeah. Let's be quiet. Let's stop talking. Let's just go to bed cheek to cheek and be close to each other, because this hawk is looking to destroy us. What so false as truth is, false to thee. So whatever we say, whatever I say, it's going to be false to you. And my version of the truth is going to be different from your version of the truth, and this is going to fight. We're going to fight, and we should think about this before speaking. That you're going to find fault in what I say. You're going to disagree because we're arguing. Where the serpent's tooth is, shun the tree. So this is the tree of knowledge of good and evil in the Garden of Eden, and where there is this tree, there you can find the snake, which will trick me, which will throw us out of the Garden of Eden. So we should stay away from the tree that is the knowledge of good and evil, because what does it matter who is right and who is wrong? Knowing who is right and who is wrong, we are in this thing of the knowledge of good and evil. So avoid, shun, turn our back on that tree. Where the apple reddens, never pry, lest we lose our Edens, Eve and I. So let's not let's not argue about arguments of truth. Let's not argue about arguments that nobody can win. This is where the apple reddens. Yeah, let's not go into arguments where nobody can win. Otherwise, or for fear that Eve and I will lose our Eden, we will I will lose this beautiful relationship that I have with you, that I will be thrown out of paradise, that we will no longer love each other. Be a god and hold me with a charm, be a man and fold me with thine arm. So be my god, be this a sexy man, enfold me in thine arm, look after me. And this is the submissive woman using her ways to say, forget the argument. Yeah, be a god, be a sexy man, hug me, and then we can go to sleep, and then all the argument will stop. Teach me only teach love. So teach me love, talk about love as I ought, as is my role. I will speak thy speech, and if you teach me about love, then I will copy you. I will copy that love. Think thy thoughts. So think thoughts of love, and I will follow you. I will copy you. So, and I will also think only thoughts of love. Meet if thou require it, both demands, laying flesh and spirit in thy hands. Okay, so um, I'll meet both of your demands if you ask me to. I'll give over both my body and my spirit to you, that I am yours, and I will do what you say, but let's not argue. Let's argue tomorrow if you want, but not tonight. That shall be tomorrow, not tonight. I must bury sorrow out of sight. But that's tomorrow that I'm talking about, not tonight. I have to bury my sorrow. I have to stop being sad. I have to hide my unhappiness, the unhappiness I feel about this argument. I have to hide it somewhere. That this is not something that I want to show. I need a place to hide it. Must a little weep, love, foolish me? So now I need to cry. I need to cry a little. I need to feel sad, my love. And I know that's weak and that's foolish, but that's me. And so fall asleep, love, loved by thee. And then we can fall asleep. I want us both to fall asleep peacefully, as you love me and I love you. So let's stop arguing and let's just go to sleep together, and tomorrow will be another day. So this poem, it's about being right, and this argument with her husband about who is right. And she wants to make concessions so that they can just hug together and go to bed together. And she thinks that it's better to be comfortable and to stop fighting than to be right in the argument. She no longer cares who is right and who is wrong. She just wants the strife to stop. She wants to set aside their differences because she feels that she's risking the relationship. And there is like this hawk that is stalking their relationship, and they need to be careful. And this poem, it's talking about the difference in power and relationship between men and women in Victorian time. And that being submissive like this is perhaps her only way of having power, that she decides to accept what he says if only he'll agree to stop fighting and come to bed. And she's using the traditional idea of the Garden of Eden, and she wants to shun the tree. She wants to turn her back on this apple of discord, of the apple. She doesn't want to know who's right and who's wrong, the knowledge of good and evil. She just wants their relationship to or them to relate well and go to bed tonight. And by being submissive, she's actually getting the last word, and saying, stop arguing, come to bed, you're right dear, I agree. So, A Woman's Last Word by Robert Browning.